Let me tell y'all, I see the floodgates of heaven opening up for the children and people of God. I see the windows of heaven already open up for the children and people of God. And the windows of heaven is the Lord's heart. So when God opens up his heart to you and for you, it ain't nothing a devil in hell or a device on this earth and person that the enemy may use to plot against you and stop you. Can't nothing stop, knock, or block you when God has opened his heart to you. When God is for you, it doesn't matter who against you. They plots, they plans, they schemes, and the tactic of the enemy will not work against you. This is the time where the Lord has both of his hands stretched out from the heavens. In one hand is his judgment and his wrath on his enemies, which are our enemies. In the other hand are his rewards and his recompense. Literally, there will be angels bringing gifts to each of the people of God through Jesus Christ. Watch what the Lord is about to do that will blow the minds of his people and blow the minds of also our enemies and people who don't believe in God, which will cause them to believe in God when they see God take your life from shame to fame, when they see the Lord take your life from glory to glory, when they see that God bring you from up out of that pit. So many people done seen you in the pit so long they think God ain't gonna never pull you out. But the Lord said, this is the time that my people is coming from the pit to the palace. This is the time that my people will come from last to first. This is the time when my people will come from the back to the front. This is the time that I will avenge my people and raise them up. And everybody will know that these are my people and that I was with my people the whole time. So this is the time to not get discouraged, y'all. You done held on in faith all this time. You done held on for years holding the hand of God. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to let go. This is not the time to allow the enemy to win and benefit off of the blessing of the Lord that makes you rich and add no sorrow to it. This is not the time, because you are already the lender and not the borrower. You are already the head and not the tail. You are already above and not beneath, even though it seemed like you was the borrower and not the lender, even though it seemed like you was at the bottom and not the top, even though it seemed that it was twisted the other way. God said you were already where I declared you were. And I'm preaching and speaking to myself too in Jesus' name. This is the time of Isaiah 61 verse 2, where it says, the time of the Lord's favor has come, and with the time of the favor, the day of God's anger against their enemies. This is the time that the favor for the people of God has come from the heavenlies, and this is also the time that God's anger is against our enemies. So we are